Hello everyone again. We are on week 7 for our 52-week dessert bake challenge. We are doing carrot cake today. Right on our list, carrot cake. So it's a simple recipe, just a lot of parts to it, but when it's done, you'll see it's gonna be very easy. So let me start off with what we need. So these are our ingredients. We're gonna need 4 large eggs, vegetable oil, some sugar, vanilla extract, our flour, our baking soda, baking powder, salt, ground cinnamon, some carrots, if you're doing fresh. I don't know what else there is. And pecans. So that's the first part. If we're going to do a frosting, I have it over here. See, I told you there's a lot of steps to this one. For our frosting, we're gonna need our softened butter, so it's already out. 8 ounces of cream cheese, but I might do double, so that's why I have both out there. And then we're gonna need confectionate sugar, and we're gonna go back to some vanilla extract over here for that frosting. And we're gonna need some more pecans. If you want to substitute, because I learned that pecans can be really expensive, by the way, guys. A friend of mine told me just use walnuts. I should have asked a couple friends before doing it because I bought this and I would have just loved to save some money because that's what it's all about in this challenge, right? So let's show you next all the items we're gonna need. So these are the things that we're gonna need. Your mixer, your measuring cup for the liquids, measuring a cup. I have an extra bowl for the eggs. Because you know, guys, I'm prone to getting the shells in there, so I like to separate it. We're gonna need our teaspoon, and we're gonna need a half a teaspoon, and then our grater for the carrots. If you have your pecans are already crushed, then that's great, but if you don't, then you're just gonna have to crush that separately. We're gonna need our pans because I want a round cake for my carrot cake, so I'm gonna use 2 and I'm gonna layer it, but the recipe says that you will need a 9 by 13. So either way, guys, whatever works for you, I'm gonna try that and see what happens. All right, let's do our next step and start the cake. So let's start our putting together of our carrot cake. First and foremost, like always, guys, we always want to preheat our oven, right? So we're gonna preheat our oven to 350. Boom, easy start right there. You want to grease and flour so it prevents sticking when we turn it over later. So we're gonna get a large bowl to mix liquids first, okay? Let's start with our first thing here for our eggs. We're gonna do our 4 eggs. And then we're going to put 1 cup and a 1/4 cup of oil. Then we're gonna need 2 cups of white sugar. 2 teaspoons of vanilla extract. And I'm always generous with my vanilla because it doesn't make too big of a difference in that vanilla. So we want to blend that first, our liquids. Then we're going to mix in the flour, 1 cup of flour, 2 cups of all-purpose flour, 2 teaspoons of baking soda, our baking powder. We're gonna need a half a teaspoon of salt. Okay, and last but not least, 2 teaspoons grated cinnamon. So that's our dry. You could do it in with the liquids, but I just prefer doing it separately first just to make sure I did the measurements correctly. We're gonna stir it in together with our liquid. All right, look at that. It smells good, guys, just saying. So we want to fold in 3 cups of grated carrots. It was about like 5 carrot sticks grated, I believe, something like that. Also, I have a friend over, not only my camera guy, but I have another friend over who is allergic to pecans. So, after you mix this, you're supposed to put some pecans in it. And I'm going to take away a little bit of the batter and make his little personal small cake so that he could have some without getting an allergic reaction. I don't want to deal with that tonight. So, that's why you won't see me put the pecans in right now. I'm just going to take some out first, and then I'll show you it when I fold in the pecans. Alright, so I got my little allergy-free, no pecan, no nut in there for my friend. A little sampler size for him. And so, we want to fold in the pecans. Okay? And then, I'm going to pour it in. Alright, so we put them in our pans, and then we're going to put it in our preheated oven, 40 to 50 minutes depending on, of course, your pan, what size you use, and what a good tester is using a toothpick and checking the middle. If it's still wet, then it's not ready. If it's dry, it's ready. So a 9 by 13 pan, it will be 40 to 50 minutes. And then my little one that I have to watch, definitely, my friend. There we go. And I'll see you next when it's done. Okay guys, so next, let the cakes, I took it out the oven, I let them rest for about 10 minutes or so before I turned it over on a wire rack. But I'm just going to show you how to make the frosting for the cake. I'm going to double my batch because I want to do it on top and in the middle, but I'll tell you both processes and how much. Okay, so for a regular batch, you're going to need a half a cup of butter softened, so there's 1 stick. If you're going to do 2 batches, we're going to do two. And then we want to have an 8 ounce of cream cheese. Again, I'm doing a big batch, so I'm doing 2 of these. Then I'm going to mix it a little bit before I add the sugar. So we're going to need 4 cups of confectionate sugar if you're going to do 1 batch, or if you're going to do 2 batches like me, then 8. 2. Okay, so I mixed it a little bit there, the 8 cups. I made a big mess, by the way, guys. Then we're going to need 1 teaspoon. You're going to do the large batch, we're going to need 2 teaspoons. My cameraman likes vanilla, so I'll throw in a little bit more in there. And then the chopped pecans, but because I have that allergy friend, I'm going to do that separately. I'm going to add that in after. Decorate with it, basically. But that is our frosting. That's our frosting. And then when the cake's cool, we'll add that to it. Here you go, guys. We got the finished product of our carrot cake and our baby carrot cake for our allergy sufferers out there. Typically, you could mix the nut in the frosting or decorate with it, but like I said, I wanted to do it separate for the allergy sufferer there. And that's our carrot cake, our slice of carrot cake. Beautiful. You can see the carrots in there. It looks really delicious, and it tastes delicious too. All right, guys, until next time, enjoy.